angle, rotate back in to join the A site hit, which is coming forward very quickly from K23. Raga has a crossfire set alongside Zoots, kills onto several players, 2 headshots from Raga in particular. Bomb being dropped, Nealon now got to do the heavy lifting because the Dren's so low, and now Nealon's dead. So a 1v5 and a hell of a start now for the CT side, they should secure this pistol round.
A great pistol coming through. Eden being able to finish.
Backs turner with Dren. Oh, perfect chance for him to execute on at least 1 player, maybe even 2, and he lines him up. Easy kick pickings. 3rd player forced back. He's going to have a little bit more cash as well, so there should be some sort of investment here. Shouldn't be able to mount to the AK.
No, and he's being held. There's got to be a flash over the top. He can't peek it dry.
And he won't, but he'll still fail it. Zoots is flashbang, technically assisting Norbert. Take the first contact position. Norbert ahead of that smoke scene there at the gap in. It's Zoots capitalizes with the kill. Flash is going over for Mo to allow Adrena to start peeking in. He also trying to exploit that gap there with the FAMAS out. Chanky and Zoots get those kills in it. The back lines and the front lines. Mo left alone as all his players have fallen, and he will fall the same.
That's just running in.
Nealon to receive it, seeing that smoke, knowing it was done so close, so the shot in easy. Zoots, we smoked away, siphoned
energy coming through from K23 on the server, and they are having a difficult time here on T side. Mo can't even get at least a kill out from that cheater position, so Fame is...
Back turn, wrong timing. Eden, plenty of firepower, rush tactics into the site. Zoots, kill found of the first man. Nealon and Norbert do get those trades together actually, so it'll be a 2-for-1 with 1 AK. Fame's AK, close range, Cementi. Checks it, wraps it, 3v3. Backstab still being covered off by Dren. Mo's going to aggress forward with the Tech 9. Get the shot on Cementi. Chanky's going to trade it. AK picked up. Trying to find an angle here. Nades onto Adren to do some damage. Raga, here's the footstep. Barely comes together with a spray transfer. And that bomb's not planted for Adren. They're going to try to tap it once. He's waiting. Peeking in. Can he deny it? He can still deny it. He looks back to the wrong player. Gets that frag together. Forces the lag player off. No, he doesn't. Raga still holds it. The Tech 9 taps are not there. 23 playing out passive default once again. A bit more aggressive here towards this B lane angle. Zoots abusing a gap and a smoke to catch off Nealon and starts things off for Infinite again. And have to if he wants to try and break this B side defensive again. Norbert facing in, taking damage. Zoots, Raga, and Eden actually get caught by individual fights. Fame finally strikes on Chanky, cuts off the rotations, in fact. And they've left the side. He's got no smoke. Ah, no, Norbert's caught him. Okay. There you go. Fame and Adren. Set back out. The incendiary's on. Raga's going to reposition to the back line. What a shot. Ragazorb finds his frag. Is there a trade available for the K23 side? They need it. It's a 4v3 scenario for them. Oh, and Raga adjusts against Fame, gets a triple involved. Orpa Mo. 25 seconds, that bomb is committed to the site. Backstab also coming in towards the donut angle. Nealon gets his frag on Raga. Zoots set to strike. M4 engagement. Chanky wins against Nealon. And Mo, 15 seconds to clutch it here. No kills to his name, and it will remain the same way. In the one where K23 can really run away with this, and if they can keep this close, if they can keep stealing the occasional T round here and there, then they'll still hold themselves control. But that execution shows none of that potential. Smoke on Donut does keep him away. Fame going to be careful at facing. Mo does find the kill on Raga, so it's a 3 versus 3. Footsteps heard. Nealon's position currently locked off. M4 faces, and Fame can just hear the footsteps. Mo finds Cementi, and K23 have turned this around with such great efficiency. Side line of re-smoke on should suppress them. The USP does get away with 1 frag. Damage under the second man as well. They're struggling to deal with Zoots back here. Can barely deal with the man. 5 versus 3. Headshot's been seen. Nealon can't find the frag. He goes down as well. What is this?
They just need a couple more dinks. They'll be able to win this round.
And finally, Norbert gets Chanky to drop. Zoot's still in play. He's got 2 teammates around him. The AK's on to extend here for Mo. Eden barely loses out, and Mo. Up in a Mo. Perfect flash timing. It just catches a leg shot on one individual, and Chanky and Raga can deal with both the players up in the mid control. 5v onto the back of Temple in particular. Still Chanky gets his kill together, doubles up, and Adren 1v5. Nothing left for him in this particular round. 10 seconds, the bomb's been dropped. Chanky will be able to close it with a quadra. In general, at minimum. Shot on from Raga, finds Norbert. He's pixels away. Edim's going to walk right past the man. Loaded away from it. Zoots dealt with by Mo. He does catch a Dren. Now Edom realizes there's no one out towards mid. Fast rotates back in. I think they might be safe. Nades up. Edom with a backstab. He sees Nealon. Nealon still has no idea. This backstab has worked out better for Edom. He thought he would have walked past that man, but no. Or pick back for Mo. Brings it to a 2v2. Bomb plant just behind the token. Smokes on the cross. Chanky swung upon. There's Fame with a kill. Edom, last man standing out of cave. Mo going to reposition with AWP, wraps the corner. And Fame gets the kill.
Mo and Fame.
Maybe it would be worth it for me to enter that giveaway, but you can enter the giveaway as well. Ragga, kill foul from us out on Mo. Nealon can't focus on both the individuals. Ragga gets his double up. Adren trying to trade desperately and loses a fair amount of HP for it. Meanwhile, action from all the way around, it seems. Janky, not checking, kill found. Cementi drops as well. And a really great sequence from Norbert. Forced away behind that smoke. Slight gap at the right-hand side to work with, but he's got to extend pretty far out to try to grab it. Nealon and Mo get those kills through smokes, or otherwise 5v3. Janky barely just denied out here. Just gets the bomb down in. Mo traded. Nealon and Dren get back and forth. Cementi tries to hold himself together. Ragga in a backstab. Should be detected or not. He sees the head of the bomb diffuser. Gets Norbert to fall away. And flashbangs over. How do Mo and Fame deal with it? Surely they must get the kills. Behind harder cover. The diffuser's coming in, and actually Ragga can't deny it. Gotta leave it to go. It's K23 secure. Body blocks smoke, eat him into this lane entrance. Norbert forces forward, and the SMG just comes straight forward and deals with those two players. 3 points of HP from him, barely gets away alive, but that's still 3 frags. T does get caught by Fame, what a flick. Zoots might be able to get this one trade, but it's everybody else who's got to worry about here. Fame does get flanked, does get fragged. AK recovered, but not ready for the player in the back corner, so Mo gets this frag. And harder for the Infinite side, and with a bonus round involved for the CT side, they can take this one as a bit of a throwaway before they get the real guns out. SMG trying to do some damage. Adren does so much now to finish off the kill on Ragga. Edom can trade it, so it's a 3-on-2 favor to Infinite as the B site is open.
Yeah, Fame might be able to deal with the mid lurk to be able to get it back to a 2v2. It all just comes down to this initial fight, and the MP9 can't win it out. Cementi on 6 points of health is pretty much win the round by himself.
Mo's going to try his hand at this. He gets one player to fall there. Both low HP as well. And that's on the defuse immediately, and that probably just forces them back out of position. Kill on Cementi. Frag found. Edom gets out of dodge. Gets the kill together in the end, so they do lose the AK. Rounds can be. Yes, it's not perfect for K23, but 1 Galil, 2 Mac 10s, 2 AKs. The AKs have got to do the heavy lifting, and Zoots will do just that. Great frag on Norbert to start.
Entry onto Norbert. Mo is expecting an overextension out the backlines. It might come through. The flash over the top allows Zoots to do some damage. Get away with 1 5-on-3. This has got to be the save now.
Especially with Nealon going down. Now it's 100% the save. Even more kills being hunted for Zoots as he gets his triple involved.
Hunted out to the A side, so this AWP might have a difficult time of holding onto it. Gets 1 kill, falls instantly.
And Nealon's thinking of extending a bit far forward of his own right. He could get punished for this. Norbert, the same thing, could be set out here towards ramp. Oh, Zoots with a swing, and Dren's dead.
That's a lovely kill.
Nealon held back here. As Mo does find Ragga 4v4. Flash turned away from. Great flick to the head of Edom. Man advantage tips back to that position as being a common angle for K23 here. Fame meanwhile strikes on Zoots in mid, clears out that one lurker. The flashbangs coming in at the same time indicate that both T-side players are now here in the site, and the AWP repositions, get close quarters kill on Cementi. Janky, last man standing, does find a swing in here. That's 1 kill found. 1v4 clutch for him. Does he think this is realistic? Do you think it's possible? Hearing footsteps all around him. Checks out. Norbert, wide face. Janky not ready for that. It will be K20. Smokes on towards main entrance. Cementi swings out, sees 1. Can't quite get Fame. Edom can, though. Kill found as A-side's trade very early. They've got to just recognize that A-side is not going to be the target. But as Norbert falls, they're going to be more and more convinced.
It's just good distraction. Real good walkout from that main position. They might be able to peek into the AWP, but Edom's just working with the info, and he's just pulling time, isn't he? Mo's going to get a shot off, but even going back over to the B side, it's going to be difficult. Put a smoke down just to try and hold on to it. Him and Nealon have got the crossfire. Oh, Nealon takes a lot of damage and eventually falls to Janky.
Near flashes to try to blind off the big green here. B-side players are making their way back in from main, and the nade finally gets Fame to drop, opening up the kill counts for Infinite. 30 seconds to Nincy, seen there at a slight gap, and Adren fires away. Cementi can capitalize with that mistake. 5v3 now, the bomb can go down. The flick from Mo might buy a chance, but still Infinite hold the advantage.
Yeah, it's when you think about the investment of buying into double AWPs and now being in the situation where you lose so much impact, Edom getting the kill out from Dodo, that's going to call it. They have to back off.
But in the second half, at least, Ragga turns around like frag and finally deals with Mozor, who's going to catch this opening frag.
Norbert's expecting it. Zoots has done this a couple of times on T's side. He gets a great entry, and the AWPer can't find the trade back.
Nealon can though. Raga trades on towards Mo, 4 versus 3, and looks up towards Cheetah, expecting more CT aggression. Adren turns on Chanky to make it back to evens at 3v3.
Out in this mid position, he's trying to make an info play. This pick could decide it all, and it goes the way of Raga. K23, they almost have to go for this, and they're just going to back off and save. They're just going to stack up on B.
They don't even realize it's going to be the A play yet, and even if Famer wraps around, Cementi's already in spawn. The timing on his peak couldn't have been better. And might get faced on another T-side player here. Keeps it together.
Force Norbert out in the open.
Gonna burn. Taken down by Edom, and Dren gets one trade back, now flanked in by Cementi. 4v3, B site's open, rotations inbound, but it's gonna be far too late for K23 if they're just charging, get this bomb down. Should be easy pickings for the T-half. They do lose Chanky in mid, so back to evens we go.
It's the bomb, though, getting picked up right back at T-spawn, so even though they've got the B side, that bomb could still get dropped by Fame.
He's not going to extend far enough, though. He can't get to the AWP. Cementi drops, and actually Nealon gets Cementi as well. Raga, Orp, fragging in a 1 versus 3. K23 might have just done enough here. 30 seconds. Great shot from Raga. Does find a pick back. 12 points of HP. Bomb plant will be secured. Can he hold on a second frag? No, he can't. Famer completes the backstab. It will be a defuse found for casual comeback by comparison to that LDLC series, though. Only 3 rounds that K23 need to make up, and Adren starts off their second round relatively well. It does get traded, though. So 4-on-4, Nealon does deal with Chanky. The aggression in lane continues to go well for K23. Let's look towards that gap. Back at A lane. And Fame will catch the kill on Cementi. 2 left standing. Zoots to act. I think Mo might be aware of this. Orp ready. Shot connects. Raga. Last man standing. 1v4. Peeks in. Catches the gun barrel. Does not catch the player. And Fame up close. Wins that final fight. K23. Ready and waiting to receive. Shot on with the first player of Cementi. Repeats back in with Zoots. Catches that rifle to drop. Replaces for a 3rd frag. Caught behind the bloom of smoke to the HG. Edom and Raga with a couple of kills back. But Raga's all that remains. 1 on kill. On force forwards, wins that one fight. Where did he go about this? Back towards B side. Around the corner, back turn towards this donut angle, and Mo just takes the eagle. Swing at the right time, it's all a case of time. Infinite really posting up the efforts here. AK is pressing the issue with Zoots. One player kisses him on his way out. Fame. Not expecting him to be
passive.
I thought it might have been a B rotate. He's let them in with a window opportunity, and Raga's going to find the frag against the man. If only 4 versus 2, did K23 even think about this? It's probably not worth it to go for, especially as Nealon falls down.
Not quite the 31st just yet. They're going to go hunting and make sure that last player drops. This is 12
flashes and Molotovs in, the allowed entries. Right players out of corners. M4 swings and Norbert. Great kill. Flashbang back in. Norbert gets traded, and so does Adren. Great sequence from Zoots and Edom. And Infinite starting to look real locked and loaded here on this T-side half.
K23 have got to be thinking about holding on to that AWP.
Being hunted by all other T-side players as well. They want to take this AWP out of play. They know that they can get so much for it. Cementi will seal the deal. 17 Infinite in a real good spot here. Smokes on. Extinguishing the flames. Adren caught off first and foremost. And these guys, when they look great, they look so unbelievably great.
And there's even a further aggressive move coming through from Zoot, so it does allow the trade to come back. This is 3 rounds in a row by himself. Couple of players from the right-hand side. Are they just going to peek right? No util whatsoever. White swing comes out. That's the first player dropping the AWP. He's going to try and chip back, and Raga misses the opportunity.
Chanky wraps the corner, finds Nealon. Next up, back to evens we go. Right, cross less of the same. The flashbangs will be good enough here. The M4's got to turn back as the AWP gets forced away, and Norba gets dealt with instantly. The SMG can drop the bomb. 12 seconds. Got to get a secondary pick back. Chunky gets it to return. 1v1 as the AWP Fame picks him up. And now up to the USP here to wrap the corner. AK in his hands, but Fame will secure the kill and secure the round. Still, one more round is a better T-half, so let's see if this can actually be the finishing blow that they need. Zoots going to try and deny it. Nealon and Raga go back and forth. The flashes in towards main. We'll try and get some presence out. Backed up into Temple, looking at the site. Smokes on a donut and at Temple itself. There's Mo with a pick. Fame responded to by Cementi. Infinite going to keep the man advantage.
They're waiting for the CTs to make a mistake, and so far Infinite doing a good job of not peeking. Chanky down denies that bomb, and Mo's the last one left.
1-on-3, swung upon by Cementi and K23.
Where Infinite had map points to work with. Zoot's going super aggro, gets that first pick. It's actually quite speedy to come through for K23. And Dren gets that. I wonder how much information he's going to find as he just peek into the AWP. Oh, that's a big jewel for Mo to win.
All important. K23 now have the play. They've got Raga alone in the back of the A site looking from Donut. Can't land his first shot. Adren trades him. And 2 players left standing for Infinite. The bomb's going to make his way up here. 1 kill for Chanky. Does trade back on Fame. Nearland back behind the box is covered off here, but still a kill comes in from Chanky. Can't quite catch Nearland. He's caught on the reload, so it's all left to eat him. Both one for offsite and Donut anchor. Nearland swinging in. Here's the footstep. Sees the man. Gets the frag. Keeps K23. Time Zoot's thinking about swinging upon Norbert. Will he check out this corner? You might have seen Mo. Perfect bait and switch. Great kill to open up.
That's just what they need.
Raga facing him with the AWP. Adren's got to check out Wood. And that's exactly what he'll do, but Chanky still gets the kill. Eden will burn. Norbert trades it. Maintains the advantage in a 4 versus 2. Infinite losing Cementi as well. And Raga does. I think K23 have got us to another OT.
Raga's going to try and push through the smoke. It's just not going to happen at all. Infinite. Damn, they can't
mess with them on. Raga up finds the first frag and Neil and Infinite again aggress again. K23 frag and Raga's looking for a bit more, looking into Cheetah where there's only 1 man to deal with. Adren falls next, 5-on-3 and K23 back into mid. They're going for a last second rotation. I think the information might be called out here. M4 Chanky faces forward, gets 2 frags, not quite the triple, but Mo with a 1v5 finds that secondary pick back and 18 seconds to grab the bomb. He's missed it. That's going to stall for even extra precious seconds. Got to fight Cementi on basically the first face of the first tap to the headshot. He's wrapped back towards the corner, smoke on, and there's the kill. CT side. Sprays through the AK of Adren initially. Chanky caught in siege. The head of Mo. Raga does not take the shot. Catches him in the end. Fame, Ian going back and forth. 3-on-3 again. HP advantage for plant will be secured on the other side of the totem. Boost up might allow an opportunity. No, Nealon sprays on the walls. Both players in K23 should gain this round.
Cementi trying to make a bit of a way into trying to get the retake on. Has to try and have an attempt at it. Does catch off the first player. Got another couple to deal with.
Frag on. Incendiary. Rules ramp, tap forward. Stick in the defuse. Stick in the defuse. No one's going to swing. They get it in the end. Fame will burn, however. K23, they damn near need to get it started in a 1-0. Talk about the potential of a 2-0, and at this stage, it kind of feels like it's not even a conversation anymore. Not with the performance that they've shown up in this one. This should have been their map easy. Or for Chanky, caught off guard by Norbert. It's okay if he sacrifices himself towards this. He gets the kill anyway. Cementi does find a frag back, but Norbert deals with him, so no chance to even get a retake together. 20-19. A number of map points thus far here in this one. The K23 have brought it back. Spray through on Cementi. Adren gets his kill to open up. K23.
They've even re-smoked up towards ramp. They're going to start charging ahead of it. Nealon gets away with 1. The trade does come back from over the orb. Oh, he misses out the shot. They don't know about Norbert.
Adren wraps in the backstab 3v2. Norbert strikes on 1, leaving it to Chanky as the last man standing. Spray's going awkward back for the CT player. So Chanky can get a responsive. Needs to get 2 more though. The bomb tapped once. Adren forced out. Chanky loses that fight. And K23, they really have double AWP. Shot on from Raga, connects to Mo. Immediate kill. So far, just that 1 frag. Is there any more than this? Zoot's traded back by Nealon, 4-on-4.
Lovely play. Flash over the top for Adren. Nealon peeking forward, peeks back in, and even Adren follows up with the orb. Nealon might be able to find another one if he gets this kill.
Force the issue and force him to stay back, but Adren's now got him covered off, so no matter where he goes, Eden's got to face on a CT player, and Nealon gets the spray for the smoke.
Out for his temple position. He's just scouting, looking for the info.
Oh, looking back, it's Chanky there with a good opening frag now towards the site. Bomb plant can be secured. It's open at temple, and that AWP denies it. It's all left to Cementi. 1-on-3. AK turned back in the back lines, and he's ready to face. Adren's ready to receive with a 3K.
To keep an eye out for. Cementi's been able to walk out to the apartments without being seen by Norbert.
Great flick onto Fame as a result. Norbert's going to try so we can get themselves back into the apartments and try to cut off these players making their way in. And the run face from the brackets control gets the kill on Mo. Norbert can catch Zoot, so he's caught off guard, not checking the right position at the right time. Nealon trades back to a 3 versus 3. K23, here come the T's. Fame, step back a sandwich, checked by 2. Headshots not landing. Edom and Cementi get those frags to get a 5-on-3 being gained. Bomb plant can be secured here, but Nealon and Norbert are holding up some fight. Still, Nealon and Mo are going to fall, so it's all on Norbert at CT. 1v3 for this clutch. 4K overall. He does see Cementi in the back, see Chanky out in the open. Third man, a non-known entity. Taps forward as Cementi gets that killed together, makes it a triple of his own right.
Connected position. At least they've got that top con smoke and some further damage to come in.
Oh, shot from Adren next to Raga. Get this bomb into the site itself. There's no one directly on A. Chanky's going to make his way up as Zoots catches the kill, and Chanky finds a second. Man advantage regained by the T's.
Now, Norbert with a HE, if it gets placed, might be able to deal with one of the low HP members. And Nealon even peeking out for the short position is doing damage onto the bomb carrier.
Done quite a lot on short here for K23. 15 seconds. Norbert swinging onto the right man at the right time. Both shots connect. And just like that, Chanky's alone. 8 HP. Going to recover this bomb. Going to get it planted down somehow. Wallbang's going to be attempted. But now there's no time left for him. He could go down after time. He catches Norbert. And Mo's way too far away. Shoulder face to get information. Might have seen that bomb. Definitely saw at least 1 or 2 players swing out. Raga gets dealt with. Zoots there with a trade back. And Adren tries to hold presence. Hold his trigger discipline. Eventually gets that kill together. But now Chanky can strike with the AK. Knows at least the second player's position. And gets Mo to a 2 versus 2. So damage has been done. 7 seconds. So Chanky's going to get that bomb right back. Adren will drop. Chanky suppressed by the incendiary. And all Norbert's got to do is stay alive. He waited back on that A site. Lost all his teammates. But again, it will be a save round for K23. Dren still finds that opening frag regardless. Onto Zoot straight up through the mid control. He does get traded back from underpass to Edom. Continue playing out the defaults here.
It does seem that they're playing with a little bit more freedom, aren't they, K23, on this city basis? The way that Adren gets aggro.
To gain the man advantage back for K23. Fame barely sees that booster, sees Raga at the gap in a smoke, but Raga still wins that fight. So back to evens will go again. AUG sees the headshot, does not see the second man. That nature finish off Raga. Oh, it lands awkward. It lands back in towards underpass. So Raga gets the headshot, and finally...
Instead, it's gone the other way. Norbert's got no idea there's a player out in market.
Take your time, spray through. AK striking out towards short for Nealon, can't do anything. Chanky, a little bit of damage. Smokes back at the T sideline. Molotov's going to keep that player at bay. Man on towards default, got to do some damage here. Norbert cannot get anything done. Cementi and Edom come up with those kills. Mo and Adren fall as well. And 2v4, Fame. Can't see Cementi. He might just have his back turned towards him. Indeed he will. So decent effort there with the aggression, but maybe a bit overzealous with the CZ.
I just probably didn't expect for there to be another player who's going to be able to give up the fight first. It might be Edom just being able to slightly move forward. They don't know about Nealon. Easy kill. That's just a bait and switch, isn't it?
Wonderfully done for Fame. So he gets saved, bailed out by a bit of luck there. 11 points of health with the spray. Zoots comes in against the Dren and deals with him. So 4 versus 4.
I don't know that Fame is here, and somehow Norbert is still alive. Nealon on the backstab gets a kill. Fame answers back with a trade.
Finally, Norbert falls. Raga deals with Nealon. It's a 2v2. Fame looking up against the AWPs. He looking top of the smoke. Yes, he is. Takes his pop shot, but Fame forces him back. Gets the headshot with the burst fire. And now it's Zoots out towards connected. Did he get spotted by Fame? I don't think he did. Open bomb plant. No reason to reveal his position. Tap the bomb once. Force him out. Get the kill. And get the defuse.
Oh, that's a great retake.
Might still concede the A site here.
It's going to be retake heavy. They're making an info play. Fame at least gets 1 kill. Does he hold on to his life? Looks to follow up. Doesn't quite happen. At least gets an idea of what's going on. They think it's going to be a play out to the B site, though.
Edom getting a kill on Nealon indicates that might still be the case. Mo does find an AWP pick down out towards default 15 seconds, and the retake has got to be on here. You mentioned it being a retake setup, and now the man advantage, which HP above Raga. Zoots down. Chanky's got to do most of it here. 3 players at 100 HP for K23.
How can they expect Palace? When that pick comes through from Mo, Chanky looking up, it all just comes down to a matter of timing. The Org wins the fight, and Norbert follows up. Another great retake coming through from K23.
Smoke down the behind a bit of cover to escape back here. It's a HP advantage for K23 again. Might overextend and give up the AWP frag here, so Adren concedes all that progress.
Into A, and they're going to rotate 3 players on A. This is a good read from K23.
2 players up there. Norbert trying to tap into one particular headshot. Fame now got to line them all up. He only gets damage. Getting away with murder, it feels like for Infinite's part. Mo falls as well. Nealon only one to trade, and he's got most guns picked up. Infinite back in it evens again. K23 lose all of their weapons. Someone extends out a connector, but it's very passive from K23 in that position of the map. The aggression's really in the apartments, and Nealon gets read by Eden. What a Molotov, what a spray, what a window. Fake trying to tell them on towards the A side, but the hit's coming in towards B. I think the information has been gained. Cementi's going to still try and hold them here. Gets a frag back, 5 on 3. And the CTs are completely scrambled. They don't know what to do here. Cementi could get caught by the player over at Rap, which would be one exit frag, but I think exit frag's all that K23 got here.
That's a great lookout for
those
Cementi.
AKs involved, but just a hard investment in this round is going to leave them with no money again. Got to get these rifles to hold together, and as one more man falls, Mo going to get wrapped in the pond. There goes the AWP.
Because you don't have those 2 weapons saved in, you have to go quite harsh. You have to just go onto the eco. At least Nealon has started things off nicely.
Dren lean in, see another player, catch off damage, another kill found. Fame follows suit on Chanky. Eden, we're going to have to try and get the trade together, and indeed he does find Nealon open up that B site, but a 4v2 now. Rifles can get recovered here. Bomb plot. Eagle for Norbert. Mo gets his AWP shot in, all on Cementi now. Swung upon by Fame, kill found. Deagle and Norbert deals to the last. The fuse can come through.
He's fallen back in a CT. He wants the fight to come to him.
Edom finds a Dren, almost catches Nealon back on the site itself. He's going to try play entry here. Meanwhile, Zoots catches Fame in connector, so 4v3 advantage. Backs up inbound from Chanky. Norbert and Mo trade back to the favor of the CT forces, but again, Chanky's got to be detected, and Mo will be able to deal with him. Zoots, last man standing, 1v on the apps entrance. Zoots picked up easy, 7 apiece. Just to get out of dodge. Bashes Molotovs forward. Edom caught first. Nealon getting rid of the entry player. Cementi's going to drop back, and Nealon's going to try just against him. Flanks in as Mo gets his AWP pick, and everyone starts falling apart for Infinite. 2v5, 1v5, and this is the K23 we hope to see for the entire series long so far. Such confidence brimming from them. Now, can they carry it into the T-half? Take early.
And Norbert wants to get aggressive out from market. They've got to try and peek together. Raga, what a start that is from him.
Great shot. Glock back in for Norbert at close range alongside Fame and the Drain. Get those kills together. Fame doubles up. And Cementi suddenly alone. 1v4. K23 exploding into life. Cementi trying to get something back here for Infinite. And no kit on him. Tapped up. Gooshed up. Dead up. Try and avoid the disaster that was that back and forth.
Oh, nice shot coming through from Edom to start things off. And at least that's the lurk and underpass.
That smoke is a very specific angle I think you have to utilize, but might be a chance to get frag in. Actually, Raga turns that scout to a 5 versus 3.
This has looked great so far, and even keeping the scout in play. Janky can try and swing out from window. Norbert, that's a good adjustment.
Still not the man advantage for K23, and he took quite an amount of damage, allowing Raga another scout kill. Fame walking into Cementi's part here. SMG up towards Palace. Deals with the man. 1v4. And once again, it all just falls apart for K23. Given how well these automatics have been playing out thus far. Guns in for K23 could be a concern, especially if Mo hits his shots, which is exactly what he does. Raga dealt with, no one's checked up. Chanky can strike Cementi. 2 players to find on the spray. That's exactly what he gets with Edom swinging out. And K23...
Massive amount of info in terms of that crossfire. And Norbert's now got to try and win the 1v3. They peek out individually. That's the first shot, not quite the second. Infinite, another one to add to the...
I just don't feel like they're very appealing to me. I'm not a big fan of the brown.
Ooh, you a fan of that?
I am, but I'm a bigger fan of Cementi and Raga coming out with the trades. Nealon's Deagle does turn back to a 3 versus 3, though.
Zoots coming up from CT spawn. All just comes down to whether Norbert can deal with the rotator. Now he's got a chance of picking up the rifle. Oh,
and the Deagle strikes on Zoots as well. Raga, 1v...
My goodness, that whole round was just explosive. It started off with Fame going real quick into Con, getting that first pick.
Flashes in as Raga gets back out of dodge. Just connects the shot on a Dren. Held up. Nealon boosted up, and Chanky tried to find his way forward. Spray forward at Chanky. Comes back against Norbert through the midst of the smoke. Just probably caught a pixel of him and capitalized on the info. Mo drops Zeus. Traded back, but Raga still with the AWP here in apps. Gets his second kill of the round. Smoke on.
Scoreline.
Raga's AWP ducked down behind the box at CT. Cementi pick Mo, captures a pixel, abuses it. Chanky bails out Cementi with a frag back at CT. 4v3, making it 2 with Edom chiming in. Nealon trying his best to hold on against 1 CT on the site, but it's not going to happen. Infinite just shut it down. K23.
There's 2 players out of ramp.
Frag on the first man, sees that second, but Mozorp's a bit quicker in the AK into that stairs position. Nealon spraying forward. Nades back, Adren caught. A bit of damage, Nealon finally deals with Edom. So 4 versus 3. Norbert's extended all the way out towards jungle. Adren catches Chanky, and Zoots with the AWP at CT. Back passive, might concede a bomb plant. The retake might have to be Infinite's game, or just a save call here. There's 2 AWPs in the retake scenario.
Excellent wallbang that came through out onto that firebox angle from
This is
Nealon.
16-14, Infinite. Playing against a very, very slow K23 gained. T-side players walking to the apartments. Adren seeing the edge of the smoke, but Zeus just couldn't focus on it, thinking there might be a bit more of an aggressive player. Adren drops in against Edom, who's caught blind by Fame's flashbang. 4v3, Molotov forcing Raga back. Hoping to take an engagement against Mo, who does find Chanky in the interim. So now
that round should have been theirs. They were set up so well to deal with that walkout and B, and instead, Adren just gets 2 kills.
Nealon flashed in, almost caught off with a spray for Cementi. The AWP of Raga opens up the round instead. Fame caught off guard, close range at the Palace position. Wraparound backstab from Norbert though. Keep your eyes on that connector control. He could find Chanky, indeed he does. Cementi trends back on Nealon and drops the bomb of Adren. 2 kills to his name, low HP. Norbert's got to try and strike back. He's got to be the linchpin element. They do not know that Raga's out there. They know that Cementi is pushed forward. Grabbed an AK. Mo trying to win out an AWP battle. Raga falls back to 2v2. Now there's a chance here for K23, especially as Cementi goes down.
Oh, what a huge...
in the midst of the open, Zoots comes forward, taps in, seen now, caught off, sprayed up. Norbert secures the round. When Zoots catches the opening frag on Adren, that's a hell of a start. Folks in Norbert flashing their way forward. Cementi's M4 turned away from Norbert, thinking of pressing forward. Eventually catching that bomb carrier, drop back 5 versus 3. Fame trying to get the trays together, but he only lasts so long. Bomb in the open. Nealon and Mo have got to press forward. They've got to go towards the A play. Backstabs inbound. Nades coming out, trying to do some damage, trying to force Infinite to back off, but they just hold their line. Bomb does get recovered. If they're going to go for a rotate back to the B side, they've got to do it now. And as Nealon falls, Mo's just basically got to get all the frags together. They know that they can run the timeout, and Mo now knows that he's got no chance. He might run right into the hands of Zoots. In fact, the AK doesn't even get required. Edom picks him up. Does Zoots give up the angle? Does Edom give up the angle? Flash incendiary forces him off position instead, so no chance, but still blind fights Chanky. Norbert and Mo hold down the line alongside Nealon's pick, and it's
my goodness. And it's the money situation, isn't it? Even if this backstab comes in, Mo with the tag, oh, this is an easy kill. The Glock comes out, 3 overall.
Finest kill. Kicks things off. Raga can trade it. Something available. Adren put the whole back here in the apartments. Gets his 2 frags. Raga there with a responsive. So Infinite still keeping pace for now, but it's a 3. Always looking best when their backs are up against the wall. So kill on Raga. Kill on Cementi. Fame ends it with a double. And it's 15 apiece. 45 seconds. Swing back. Chanky may have been seen. Just caught. Spray comes good. Norbert opens up the round and opens up the A sites.
Oh, perfect timing. Peeking before that smoke blooms. Raga's been able to rotate out from City Sport. Edom out from Jungle's got to pay out to find a couple, and he already gets baited. He might not find anything. Nealon with the swing comes in. At least the AWP comes back, and Cementi's in Palace.
Gonna start making his way back in with a 3-pronged attack. AWP with the flick and the adjustment to the second player. Triple up against Mo. Cementi strikes back, and now Mo's gonna clutch it. 1v2. Sees where that player in Palace is, but got to worry about him in jungle. Headshot landed. Where's the last AWP? A Glock comes out, and that's the wrong weapon to use in that. Mo just turned his AWP against Chanky, kick things off against that opening kill. But Raga's AWP looks to respond. That's what he'll do.
The M4 is going very aggressive and just gets punished. It's situations like that for Infinite. Why are they making that kind of play? Why are they making that kind of risk? And now...
Here's Raga's AWP, the man that's found the kill so far in this round. Dren trying to bait him out, sees him. Raga looking at the wrong window. Fragger the AK, picks him. He's kill enough. Fame does fall back in turns, and Cementi can grab an AK. Switch out to that and just keep that in play. Difference in terms of the way things have worked out, and Mo is still top fragging for his side. Zoots, however, that finds Adren trying to put his own numbers back up, try keeping in line with Cementi, who's top fragger in a server. Falling back as Infinite do lose 1 man, but Fame goes falling in turn. Raga with a peek, did see that. The incendiary means he cannot get back and connect, and Nealon's got to do this on his own, especially as Mo goes down, and Raga lands it at point blank. 17-16 into the overtime. Well, Raga says no to Mo. And down immediately to start things off in this half for Infinite, but Fame has a response and Zoots falls in mid.
Very.
The crossfire waiting for something to come forward their way. Raga catches Fame next up. The AWP continuing just to find pick after pick. His AWPing in this OT has really brought him up to this kind of a level with a save, right? Like, is there any way to get this retake together? I mean, I guess they can kind of go for it, but with kills like that from Chanky, still holding back in the ladder room. Adren grabbing an AK. It will concede Infinite to map point again, but is there any way to clutch this?
He's going to go out for the murder hole. Player on the other side. You're not expecting that at all.
In for Norbert. Execution towards the A side. Palace dive out of the AK. Cementi gets that kill on the first. Sees the second man. Norbert trades back. Edom can hold on to the man advantage. Chanky out towards connector. Mo's going to scope in with the orb. Try catch him off. It's a case of timing and pixel gaps or the flash assist that allows the kill to come forward. Two left standing in Nealon and Adren. And it looks like Infinite are going to do it. With Nealon the last man standing. Smoke top.
That one player is Cementi. And Nealon, what a difficult 1v4 this is for him. He's going to take a duel out from CT, win out the first, and now he's got to try and get in for 3 more.
No way. No time. No chance. Force forward to the smoke, and a knife for Zeus, because why not? Because why not at that stage? The one thing we haven't seen. They can make their way into it with these 2 players on the site itself, then that could be the way in, but Norbert takes damage. Cementi comes up with the kill. Ragger's traded. Nealon on the site, needs to get somewhere close towards the defuse kit. Cementi gets the kill back on Nealon, so it's all left to Adren as the last man standing. Tapped up by Cementi, gets the quadra. What a pistol round.
He's HG coming through from Nealon. Has to be well timed towards this banana position. It will be Norbert that starts outside in the apartments.
There's that I started talking about. Deagle on. Mo does get a frag back on Ragger as well. So 5 versus 3. And indeed, these 4 spies looking to work well for K23 once again. As Adren does not get checked by Cementi. And it's great as a pistol. Smokes on to suppress the likes of Fame. Deagle does get overwhelmed by Edom, so there's one way back in. It bursts fire on towards Mo, catches him off Norbert, turns his Deagle to the head of the next player. Chanky, last man on site. CT's on, rotate back here, but Norbert's not going to need him. Grabs the rifle. And boost one player up above onto the broken wall. Edom, the first player out, shoulder baited. Ragger gets caught. Adren kicks things off. Almost catching those next 2 players towards coffins. And one was put up to the center of the site, though. Cementi seen, spray through, drops that bomb, suppresses for time, calls in the backup rotation. Third man is already here as Nealon gets involved. Doubles up. Looks for Zeus, last man standing, 1v5. And that's another flawless round for K. We'll come to that bridge when we cross it. For the time being, it's damage done to Infinite already. Into the default, the Incendiary's down, the AWP in and Mo catching Cementi.
Re-smoke coming down for Adren, just making sure that he's not getting beaked on. Even that nade's not even doing much damage.
Adren does get caught. Ragger finally with a
have to really make sure they're not getting pinned off by massive amount, and Norbert starts off.
2 great frags, but Zoots trades back on both, so to a 2v2. The Galil
gets 2 kills out from Porch. It all just comes down to how do they peek off one another out from this mini-pit position. Oh, that's the catch off Mo.
Well, the battle gets 1. Suddenly, Nealon might not be looking as hot at a 1v2 in the AWP. Gets his shot, Janky.
That allows them to triple stack up in the B side. Adren taking that early contact, just trying to bait them into the stack.
Nice spray from Nealon. Zoots gets caught. 5 on 4 now for K23's advantage. Oh, eventually Norbert does get caught. He's past the positions. Actually giving up the ghost on that front. 1 man now left in the back lines of the A site here at Pit. Fame got a spray through, does catch his kill. And the smoke at the ready to try and deal with the Molotovs that might come in from the T side line. There was only 2 in play. He puts it up early, trying to get himself a bit of cover. Look back in for the AWP. The Molotovs should extend to the back. He catches the headshot on Ragger. Burns a little bit, takes some damage. Backups here in Nealon, but he drops back to Chanky. So with 3 versus 2, rotations are still inbound from K23. They can't deny the bomb plant right here. And now Edom brings us up the rounds. Chanky shots continue out from Mo and trying his best to find something here, but no, the AK picks him up. Adren looks for Edom, but Edom finds a kill back and Infinite.
See aggression coming through from short from the CTs.
Sprays through a Norbert, Ragger trades it, AWP and Mo, scoped in, shots on, drops the bomb. 3, 4 versus 2 actually. Fame comes up against Cementi. Next gap in that smoke can be abused. USP comes forward for Mo. Can't quite land the kill shot. And that allows Trace to come forward again. Infinite fighting out of the corner. 2v2. Incendiary might catch Chanky, but Zoot's now up for the clutch here. Knows that the player's coming in from long. Move in. The flashbang's over. Player not seen at the hay bale, so M4 gets the kill, and K23 get the round.
This A site itself, they're going to get the motor smoke down. They're going to commit with a lurk out for the apartments too.
Dren frag on Raga, peeking back in a coming Molotov, going to force him out of position. Edom comes up with that pick back, 4 on 4. Chanky continuing, Fame suppressed with the FAMAS back. Cemented looking to dive out on towards Mini Pit. We'll look for Fame, we'll look for somebody else. Caught off from Norbert, great frag involved. FAMAS continues to hold, Fame gets involved. Norbert can't hold on forever though, and Zoots and Fame going back and forth. Zoots last man standing. And Nealon comes in to support it. If I could read in general, I was about to don't insult my intelligence. I can read double digits at the turn of the half for K23, especially with the way they're playing right now. Again, anyway, as Edom looks over with the Molotov. Should be able to burn this player out of position. Raga gets that kill. For that flick with the AK was great, but 10 seconds now. Zoots with a trade back. He's got in the middle of another frag. Infinite. K23 might be a little bit tilted off the back of that. If rounds start getting... And brackets entrance, hoping that K23 falls forward and give up a mistake, but... To Dren instead to find Chanky kicking things off and back down. You have to rely on Dren here to try and hold off against them. Sees the 2, sprays a bit awkward, comes up with a frag back, looking to double up against Cementi, doing so much damage, but still the man stays alive. Bomb has been dropped center of the site in the fountain, and Edom catches Norbert. So back to evens we go, and only... After that smoke start capping a flashbang going over us, forcing back away. CT's making the entry into the Shire, out towards the common position. Mo blind fires and Raga detects it, gets the shot, blind Fame comes back and forth. Cementi swings in, Raga solo, but so is nearly the same. 22 HP, no time to the clock. He'll try to keep them held in the sight and try and ditch out some damage, get rid of some of these rifles, make it expensive for Infinite, because this round is theirs. Slowed down. Norbert forcing forward, trying to get his entry jewels in, his top fragging position, trying to utilize to deal with Infinite in the early round, but goes down with a risky play. Mo evading the flashbang, waiting for Chanky. He does get caught by a flash, and Zoots' spray comes forward. It's all on Fame now. 1v5 essentially for him. Back up is going to try and get himself back in a position, but no. Edom picks up near for something. He just saw that AK fly a hell out of dodge, so he's got no time to pick it back up. Expecting a backstab of some kind, and Dren does find a pick, finally towards Mini Pick. Chanky dealt with, tapped through the cement, keeps his head ducked down below the bullets flying. Nealon found a Dren. Last man left in the round here for the CTs, and Infinite will make it 7. Back to their P250. So
okay.
I prefer to have a decent P250 skin, at least to give my teammates something to work with. Zoot's got nothing to work with here in the pistol round as Mo finds that first frag, Norbert finds that second, and much like how Infinite were ripping apart the A defensive on their T side, K23 will do the exact same. Edom finds one response back over towards Banana, and Raga trades to a 3v3, so that bomb could go down, but it's even stand. Waiting and baiting here with the block. Sees Chanky. Chanky finds his frag regardless. Quick adjustment of the USP. Now Mo and a Dren 3v2 making their way up. Steps forward. Their crossfire works as Raga and Edom fall. Chanky's got to try and deal with both of them here. Can't have the headshots. That flicks great. Where's the defuse kit? It's right on the floor in front of him. Gonna have to force the issue against Mo. Force the reload back here. Try and attack desperately, but Mo wins the fight and wins the 3.
Forward, and Zoots is pulling the distraction. This could be an easy kill for Cementi. Oh, it does actually lose a fair bit of damage, but that's the start.
And Zoots gets a kill on Norbert with the adjustment. Mo with Forster to get the trade, so maybe this force buy from Infinite could still be workable here. Scout does damage to Mo. He can't catch the tagged up individual. Will do damage to the next player of Fame as well. Everybody lower than 28 points of HP, and now Fame's on 0. Nealon and Mo, 2v4. Deagle's out. They're ripping them apart. Nealon so far away, the bomb's in
the CT side. He's already been seen on the lookout for the apartments. Hopes to get 1 kill long range with the Mac 10. That's a decent headshot. It's damage, but the round is over. There's no way this is going to happen.
Yep, man down. Easy as.
Banana.
Flash in, spray through. Edom trying to get out of dodge. Just Cranky is caught up by Fame. Tech 9 deals with him, and quickly backup's going to have to arrive pretty soon for Infinite's part. The main immediate concern is going to be Edom in the back line. The Dren turns it into a frag. Raga bets back to a 3 versus 3. Fame makes it 2. And Zoots is Cementi. The last couple of players. And Cementi got caught on the double face, and now Zoots 1v3. No utility. If only he had a HG to that back, that could have taken down the train. He could have taken down any one of these players if he placed it right, but Mac 10 found. Fame not found. Well, found technically, but not on the kill
Fame
count.
Can just swing out wide. Chanky might just have the surprise of his life.
Frag found on 1, not quite 2. Nealon and Edom going back and forth for the 4 versus 3. Infinite. Piece of utility and just put it up immediately. Incendiary's on, a Dren getting caught off. Raga reducing them to 2 players on K20. Probably to go to Moto Even then, Cementi with his M4 could line them both up, gets the frag on the first man, drops the bomb. And Mo, not much left for him.
After time, mate, come on. Or is this all gonna fall? Yeah.
On towards crossing, Coffins, Chanky. Oh, bursts through, doing damage and taking a dink down onto a Dread. Edim kneeling, Fame gets a TK. Raga can capitalize on that, drop that bomb. Mo's got to get the trade, indeed he does. One man still held towards the backside, 20 seconds. Edim's going to wait and bait and drop that bomb at the right moment. See both players hear the footsteps of Norbert, but cannot get the kill towards him. Regardless, he's in a 1v2 for this post plant, and the CTs are coming in hot.
They're coming in quite quickly for City. Spore might be able to isolate the 1v1, dealing with that first player. Needs to get a tap forward, and Cementi with 19 points of health is going to go back to A again.
Footsteps heard out towards the apartments though. Zoot's going to get that frag in. SMG picked found on the second man as well. Cementi gets involved. He does get traded back by Norbert. Tech9 in Vanille and trying to get this player to drop. Spam away. Zoots gets another frag. A triple up for him. And the Orpa closes it down. Some utility on towards that A site here, it seems. Zoots finds a Dren though, picks up a kill. Eden follows suit on Norbert, 5v3.
Down, Chanky even doing damage.
5-on-3 still, Ragger's AWP set in. Fame somehow manages to win that fight, and the bomb will get planted, but Nealon follows suit back to a 3 versus 3. Opportunities abound now for K23. The SAK, and Nealon got a strike back on another good player. 2 kills to his name, third frag against Cementi. His knife's caught out, Cementi's going to trade it. 2-on-2 now. Fame and Chanky are low. Mo has got to step up here at Coffin. Cementi's got to step up here at Banana. Burst fire. Nade to the back. That's not going to work as Mo gets his trade in, and Chanky has got to save.
Way too fakey on this T side. They're trying to catch them off with timings and rotations, and they're trying to outsmart.
Ragger's not going to extend that far, not get that much damage done towards him. Sees the wall bang, sees the flash bang, tries to time his shot, and Mo capitalizes.
That's an excellent peek.
And Cementi, last 2 players standing. Swing a Dren, gets the headshot. All left to the M4 of Cementi now, back over towards Pit. You can see Chanky and Eden want nothing to do with this. They're going to save their weapons regardless of the outcome of this round. Molotov going to burn Cementi out of the way, going to use that smoke for later on during the round itself, but Norbert finds the frag, finds the round. Oh, trying to bait in that AWP, shot missed. Now Chanky's got to get even further passive. They're converging in, Eden's gone down. AWP, Chanky frags back. 13 points of health though. Gets another kill, but Adren peaks in the right time. A miracle for Infinite to bring this back and stay alive in the tournament here. There's Nealon with a kill on Eden. Start out though, so Smoke's on towards the B site, trying to sell a bit of a fake, but they're just going to commit towards the A stack. Norbert does catch Cementi, that's 1 frag, a Trent finds Zoots, and the stack might not even be working for them. It's a complete non-factor in this round. Chanky facing him with the SMG. 1v4 for him, and the Orpamo closes it. 16-11, and K23